Hi, welcome to my second channel and I hope you are well. In this video, we're going to do some training on your ADI Part 2 test. Your ADI Part 2 test is all about driving for an hour. And for you to pass your ADI Part 2 test, it's all about improving by training yourself by going out and just drive. All you have to do is go out and just drive and improve your driving and drive according to the way you should be driving according to the book. So my advice to you is just go out and just drive and train yourself to improve your driving. Remember, it's not how well you drive, it's all about driving according to the book, driving the way you should be driving. So that way, when you become a driving instructor, you pass the message on to your learners the way they should be driving because you know how to drive the car. And the reason you know that is because you've been training, you've been improving your driving. So let's start the lesson. Okay, so ADI Part 2 test is all about driving for an hour. So in this video, we're just going to drive. Hopefully it's going to help you to go out and train yourself the way you should be driving on your driving test for your Part 2. Let's go and do some driving. Okay, so you need to move off from here. What do? Look around. Blind spot, signal, blind spot again, and move out. So like I said, your ADI Part 2 test is all about driving. And the best way for you to train yourself for your Part 2 test, to be prepared for the test, it's all about going out and just drive to train yourself. You've been driving for a while now. This is meeting traffic. There's a car coming. Do I have this space? They're going to wait mirror, mirror. If they didn't wait, there's a gap on my right. I would have stopped before the gap. You've been driving for a while, which means maybe you have some rusty on your driving. You just need to make sure that you get rid of those bad habits and become a driver. There's a car coming. Good. Mirror, mirror. And just go. Good. There's no space. That's a meeting situation. So what did I do? I knew the car coming. I slowed. Here I can't see anything. So I'm going to go slowly. I need to give them door space. I can't see. And I'm going to go slowly. Mirror again. Next one, the right. Mirror, mirror. Signal right. When you go out and train, make sure you talk to yourself. Make sure you talk on everything that you see. Do commentary driving. That way, you will know what the problem is you are facing and you will be dealing with that problem. I'm going to go straight across here. Straight across. I'm going to wait here for the handbrake on because I'm going to wait here for a while. And that side is clear. That side is clear. The other side I need to see. Plenty of cars. So when you go to a junction, if you wait there for a while, put the handbrake on. They're letting me go. Thank you. Okay. So if others flashes you, take the advantage by knowing it's safe for you to go. Remember, you don't flash because it's not a signal. But if somebody else flashes you, they're telling you that they're there. Just make sure before you go, it is safe for you to go. And you'll do the same in the test. Okay. So just to clarify, you don't flash because we don't normally flash. Flash doesn't mean anything. So if somebody else flashes you, what does that mean? It means they're telling you their presence. Before you go, look if it's safe and then go. In this case, I had to wait for a while until somebody flashed. So what did I do? I looked if it's safe and then I went. Keep the distance from the car in front. Look at the sign. What does it say? Cyclist crossing. This one, two-way traffic. Read as you are driving. Make sure you know what's happening. Every details on the road. Read and talk. It's not about just passing the ADA Part 2 test. You're training to improve your driving. That way, passing is not a problem. Passing is not even a question. I'm going to go left. If you train yourself and train well, not only you will pass your test, you'll also improve your driving. That way, you become a driver all prepared for you to pass the message on, pass your knowledge on to your learners. I've said this before and tell you again. On your ADI training, you have 3 tests, 3 exams. You have the theory, and then you have the driving, and then you have the teaching at the end. And the third one, part 3, is very difficult according or to many. It is quite difficult, and most of them, they worry more about part 3 than part 2 and part 1. All the tests are important, even 1 and 2, because 1 gives you the knowledge, gives you the theory. So don't just memorize on 1 and go and pass by memorizing. Make sure you understand every question you read and you understand every answer that you have on your questions. Because you could memorize and then go and pass because you know the answers, because you memorized it. But then in the long term, you won't remember the answer. And even if you do remember, you don't really understand, you don't really know what it means. So make sure you read the question, you understand the question, and then you understand the answers, for 1. And 2, it is very important for you to drive according to the way the book is saying you should be driving. If you just go and pass, but your knowledge of driving is not that good, then you're not going to be a good driver. The instruction you pass on to your learners, it's not going to come automatically. It's not going to help you to help your learners pass the message on. So make sure you improve your part 2, which is the driving. The more you go out, the more you train on your driving, more better you're going to be as a driving instructor. Because if you go and train and improve your driving, you should pass your driving test with flying colors. And then, because you are fully ready, you have the full knowledge of driving, you improved your driving. When you teach, it will be easy for you to teach your knowledge on, because you've got it. You will come naturally. When you give the instruction, you will come naturally. Okay? Traffic light coming up is green. I say green because it's been green for a while. What could happen? It could change. So be prepared, because you don't want to speed up here. I'm going to slow down a little bit. Now I'm going to speed up. Okay? So when you see green for a while, what does that mean? It could change. And you do the same when you're teaching your learners after you qualify or become a driving instructor. So here, if I was teaching, I would say to the learners, what's coming up? Traffic light. What color? Green. What could happen? As soon as you say that, they will know, oh yeah, it could change. So I'm not going to go there. There's a car here on your left. Did you see that car? So they will know it could change. Roundabout coming up. Second exit, straight. Second exit, straight. Mirror, mirror. No signal. Look on my right. Slow the car. Slow the car. Okay. Second gear, look on my right. Look on my right. And as I pass from mirror, mirror, signal here after passing the first exit. As I go here, traffic light is green. What could have happened? Could have changed. Okay, mirror, third gear. I've got cars on my left. What could happen? Doors could open. There could be somebody in front of the van to cross the road. Can't see the person. If there was somebody there because the van, there could have been somebody in between to cross the road. There's a cycle lane on the left. Am I going to drive on it? No. It's not solid, it's broken, which means if I have to, I could go in there if there's a problem. Otherwise, I shouldn't be driving on it. If it's solid, you shouldn't be driving there at all unless it's an emergency. Mirror, keep driving. What's the speed here? Okay, read the road as you're driving. There's a island here in the middle. Okay. There was a car on my right. He could have come in front of me. There's a road on my left, road on my right. Why am I reading? So there could be somebody coming. I'm prepared in case somebody's coming. Traffic light is green. Okay. The car in front, they could brake suddenly because if the traffic light changes, there's a road on my left. Roundabout coming up, second road on the left, second on the left, which means I need the left lane, no signal because second on the left. Mirror, mirror. Blind spot just before I move over because there was a cycle lane before, and after that I had to go to my lane. Look on my right, slow the car, second gear, there's nobody coming. Here, signal, mirror, mirror, signal left. Okay, mirror again, third gear, good. So go out and train yourself every day just before your test and just improve your driving. Talk on everything you see, car in front, is he going to brake? I drive on my left lane. What could happen here? There's a road on my left coming up. What could happen? There could be somebody coming. The car in front could be going in, which means they might slow down. Okay. Traffic light coming up is green, and it's been green for a while. What could happen? It could change. So there's a cyclist here. What could happen? They could just come suddenly in front of me on the road. That's the road on the left. There's another road on my left. There could be cars coming out from there. So these are the things. The more you read, sometimes it's not going to make sense. Just talk on everything. It's going to improve two things for you. One, it's going to improve your driving because you are reading and you see everything what's happening. And number two, it's going to help you with your instructions giving when you do your part 3. So after your part 3, you're going to become a driving instructor. What does that mean? It means you have to give instructions to your learners. What do you need to do give the instructions? You have to talk. You need to talk a lot. And those talking needs to come fluently, quickly. And the way it's going to come, if you talk. So part 2, if you do that, it will improve both driving as well as for your instruction. I'm going to follow the road. Left lane, mirror, mirror, signal left. I'm going to follow M3. Can you see M3? Okay. I'm going to be joining a motorway now. Okay. This is the joining lane. If I'm in a high gear, I'm going to consider going to a lower gear, one low, because it's going to help me to join. This is the motorway coming up. We're going to join, mirror, mirror. And I'm going to be looking. I've signaled. I've matched my speed. And there's nobody there. Good. I'm now driving 70. So if there was somebody coming behind me on this lane, I'm fine. I'm not going to slow them down because my speed is good. I need to go to left lane, mirror, mirror, signal left. Blind spot, 1. I need to go another one. 1, blind spot. Good. So when you join, think of a lower gear, gives you more, or gives you that boost to join and match your speed with the motorway. Why? So then when you join, the lane that you're joining, if there's a car coming, they're not going to catch up, or you're not going to slow them down. Traffic light coming up, will be going right. On the traffic light, will be going right. Mirror, mirror, signal right is green. What could happen? It could change. I'm not going to try to beat the traffic light. It's fine. It's changed. I'm just going to stop. Good. Just because the traffic light is there, it doesn't mean I'm just going to zoom to beat the traffic light. That is not your intention. Your intention is to drive the way you should be. And when you go to the line, if it stays green, it's a bonus. If it doesn't, that's fine. It's all about how you're thinking. It's all about being patient. And that's exactly what you're going to teach your learners. The message that you're going to pass on is when you see a traffic light and it's green for a while, drive normal. Don't try to speed up and try to beat the traffic light. That's not the way you should be driving, because if you did, and when you reach the line and all of a sudden it changes and then you stop the car in an emergency, what could happen? The car behind could just, or you're going to go through the red light. So when you see a traffic light and it's green for a while, try not to speed up and try not to beat it. It doesn't mean you're going to go too slow now. You're just going to go according to the way it should be, so that if it does change, you are prepared to stop. So I hope it's helping you to train for your ADI Part 2. Like I said, if you go out and train every day and improve your driving, that way not only you're going to pass your ADI Part 2 test, you'll also become a good instructor because your driving is good. Your knowledge of driving is good. You've been training on your knowledge by going out and train to drive the way you should. That's what I did when I did my ADI Part 2 20 years ago. 2002, I did my ADI Part 2, and I remember I used to go out every night and I used to do driving, just drive everywhere, in every situation. I used to drive on the complex road, busy road, quiet road, dual carriageway, motorway, changing lanes, roundabouts. I used to enjoy, just go and just enjoy the drive to improve my driving. And also before my Part 3, I did the same. I used to go out every night for an hour and just talk to improve my the instruction. So I used to talk on everything. So commentary drive actually helps you to improve your driving as well as improves your instructions. Anyway, I hope this video helps, and I hope you pass your ADA Part 2 and also become a good driving instructor. I truly wish you all the best. This is the reason why this channel is born, to help you to become a good driving instructor, to pass all your tests. That's the reason why. I hope you've enjoyed the video. That's it for this video, and I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up. Please do make a comment what do you think of the video. And if you are new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of my future videos. And hope to see you again on the next video. Bye for now.